Hey everyone, welcome. Thanks so much for joining me today. Today's class is the last of our 4 challenge classes. So if you've been following the yoga challenge, make sure that you get today's class in and go back and check to make sure you have all 4 classes in and have commented on all. Bonus, I'm giving you 7 days from today, so until next Friday, to make up any classes that you've missed for the challenge. Okay, so this is again an extra week to go back if you missed one of the classes and make that up. Today's class is a yoga for core strength and deep stretch class. We're going to go in, fire up the core muscles, and then get into some nice, long, juicy stretches for some of these other deeper, larger muscles. Let's get started. Come to a comfortable position on your mat. Root in through your sit bones. Sit up straight and tall with a nice flat back. Roll your shoulders back. Lower or close your eyes. Take a deep inhale through your nose. And exhale. And take a moment to ground down here, to reflect inwards. Just take a few moments to notice what you feel in your body today. Warmth, chill, stiffness, relaxation. What do you notice today? And as you're taking this body scan, feel the sensations of your body pressing into the mat, your clothes on your skin, your breath coming in and out of your nose or mouth. Take a deep inhale and exhale. Let your eyes open. And on your next inhale, reach your right arm up to the sky. Let your left hand fall to the side. Just really lengthen the body, keeping that straight spine. And then float your right hand down and reach your left arm up. Bring your left hand down. And then gently twist to the left, bringing your right hand across. Just waking up the spine. Our spine can feel a little stiff in the morning, especially if you're dealing with any inflammation issues. Bring it to the other side. This is my co-host, Lucy. She loves to come and do yoga with me. Cat yoga, maybe. Bring it back to center. Walk your hands forward, coming to tabletop position. Place your wrists underneath your shoulders, your knees directly underneath your hips. Inhale, drop the belly down, look up slightly, lift the sit bones up. Exhale, tuck and round the back for a cat-cow. And then come to pause. Take an inhale. On the exhale, engage the core, pulling up on the navel, and engage the pelvic floor, pulling up on the pelvic floor. So back on the navel, up on the pelvic floor. And now take your cat-cow again, keeping this engagement. Inhaling, dropping the belly down, filling up with your breath, and then exhaling, rounding the spine, letting all of the breath leave the body. Again, And just keep going here at your own pace. You can add some hip circles in there, a little shoulder shimmy if it feels right. And when you're ready, come to pause. Inhale. And on your exhale, engage the root bone. So you're pulling back on the navel towards your spine. You're pulling up on the pelvic floor. Tuck your toes here. And we're going to lift our knees off the mat, just an inch or two. That's all you need here. Hold it. Keep that core engagement. If you lose the core engagement, drop the knees down, find it again, and then come back into this. Hold it here for a moment. And then release. On your next inhale, reach your right arm forward and your left leg back. Your left leg can touch down, or you can float the left leg. And then on the exhale, you're going to bring your right elbow back and your left knee up. So coming to the side. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract and bring your right elbow back and left knee forward. Now, if this is too much, just simply stick with the leg. Inhaling as you reach it back. Exhaling, bring it to the side. One more time, that's it. And release down. Find your core engagement. Tuck the toes. Float the knees up. And then release. Inhale, right leg back. Maybe extend that left arm. Float the right leg if it's in your practice. Inhale, extend. And then exhale. Right knee comes out. Left elbow comes back. Inhale, extend. Drop that left arm if it's too much, and just stick with the knee. Good. Inhale, extend. Exhale, contract. Last one. And back, release. Tuck your toes, lift your hips to the sky, downward facing dog. Walk it out here for a moment. And then release down, tabletop. Bring your toes to touch, knees the width of the mat, and sink into child's pose. Feel free to take child's pose at any time during this class. It's a great pose to open the hips, to open the shoulders, and it's really relaxing. Rise back up, downward facing dog. And just walk it out here in your down dog for a moment. Noticing how you feel as you press into one foot and then the other. Noticing if it feels like a lot on your wrists, or maybe your hamstrings feel really tight like mine do. And just noticing, that's it. And then maybe making any adjustments in your pose. Inhale. Exhale, find your core engagement. And then walk your feet to your hands. Coming into ragdoll. Grab for opposite elbows. Bend your knees slightly and just let your body fold. You can rock side to side here. Or just hold still. Release the neck. We're going to take 2 breaths here. Long, slow, steady breaths. Noticing that with each exhale, we go a little deeper into the stretch.
the power of pairing our breath with our movement. And then release our hands and then walk your hands up your body slowly and come to mountain pose. In mountain pose, your ankles are directly underneath your hips. Arms are open, palms to the sky, shoulders back, nice straight spine. Adjust to standing. Inhale, reach your arms up to the sky. Exhale, engage your core, sink down, chair pose. Inhale, rise to stand. Exhale, engage the core, sink down, chair pose. This time, stay in your chair pose and bring your arms out and maybe all the way down as you sink lower to tap your ankles. And then inhale, rise up all the way to standing, tall mountain. Exhale, engage the core, lower all the way down, slowly bringing your arms with control just to tap the outside of your ankles. Rise back up, keep the core engagement the entire time. Every muscle in your body is working here. One more time. Lower down. And then rise back up. Beautiful. Bring your feet together, big heels and toes touching. Squeeze your palms together, interlace all 10 fingers, release your index finger. Standing nice and tall and straight. Squeeze your glutes, squeeze your legs. Engage the core and pelvic floor, and then reach over to the right side. So you're not flopping over and letting your shoulder come forward like this. You're standing nice and tall and straight. So if I turn from the side, I'm still standing in a nice straight line. Come back to center. Use that core to come back. And then go over to the left. Same thing on the left side. Stay nice and tall and straight. Don't let that top shoulder come forward. And then rise up. Beautiful. Excellent job. From here, drop your head back and look to the sky. And maybe just stay here or start to trace your fingertips towards the back wall. Moving slowly so you're not dumping into your back. Lifting your chest to the sky rather than folding backwards. You're thinking about lifting your chest up. And then back to center. Engage the core and pelvic floor. Use your strong core muscles as you fold forward to keep your arms elevated just for a few moments and then release down. Once you're down here, you can bend your knees and kind of walk it out. Lifting your heels, pedaling your feet. And then bend your knees quite a bit so that you can bring your abdomen to the top of your thighs. And grab the back of your legs, maybe at the calves, your ankles, maybe even all the way down at your heels so that you slide all 10 fingers underneath your heels and shift your weight into the pads of your feet. Wherever you are, release the neck and then start to gently straighten the legs until you feel a nice stretch, moving all the way up the back of the legs. Make sure that there's a slight bend in your knees, even as you begin to straighten. You don't ever want to lock out the legs. You can overstretch the hamstrings. And beautiful. Slowly roll all the way up to stand. Come into mountain pose with your feet underneath your hips. Engage your left foot. So you're really going to press into your left foot, pressing into your big toe. Even if you can't feel that engagement, I want you to imagine that you're pressing into the big toe, press into the pinky toe, and then press into the 2 points in that left foot so that you're super strong here. Beautiful. Squeeze that entire left leg. You're going to shift your weight into the left leg and start to lift the right leg up. And maybe you start here, and just start to lift your heel. And then eventually lifting your right knee up. You can reach your arms out to the side if that helps with balance. You can even use a wall to steady yourself. Whatever works. Some people like hands to prayer or hips. It doesn't matter. Just find what works for you as we move into this super strong core strengthener and balance pose. Now from here, we're going to transition into crescent lunge, and we're going to try to do so with control without touching our foot down. So you're just going to start to move your right foot back, lean your chest forward, keep a slight bend in that grounded leg, keep pressing into that left big toe. And so we're coming back, and it looks like we're coming into airplane here. And we're just going to, but we're not going to stop. We're slowly touching down, touching that right foot down. Beautiful. Our chest is still leaning forward. Our arms are reaching back. We're in airplane lunge. Very nice. Super strong. You got this. Good. And then reach your arms up to the sky. Crescent lunge. Bring your hands to prayer and heart center. You can stay here and continue to work on your balance, or maybe reach your arms behind you, interlacing all 10 fingers and rolling the shoulders out. If your shoulders are particularly tight, just grab a strap to help with this shoulder opener. This is particularly useful if you work at a computer. And then release. Inhale, arms to the sky. And we're going to go right back the way we came. So if you want to keep your hands at prayer, it's a little easier on the lower back. And we're going to shift forward, back into that airplane lunge. Float the right leg up. And then with control, bring the right knee all the way forward, standing with right knee lifted, and then lower down. Woo! Shake your legs out, shake it out. Really great. So balance is an amazing thing to work on every day. In your yoga practice, in your kitchen, as you're walking. These muscles are so fragile and so intricate to our well-being. So we want to continue to work and strengthen our balance. Engage the right foot this time, pressing in through the big toe, pinky toe, and 2 points in the heel. Squeeze that entire leg all the way up to the glute. Engage. You're rooting into the mat. You're rooting into the floor. You're super strong. Beautiful. Start to lift the left heel up. Noticing if your balance is different on this side, taking it slow, finding a point that challenges you but doesn't push you outside of alignment, doesn't push your breath outside of a regular steady breath. If you lose your breath, you're out of the pose. Okay, just touch back down and come back into it. From here, keep the core engagement the entire time. Start to pull the chest forward as you move the left knee back. Noticing as we transition through warrior 3, and then touching that left foot down, coming into the airplane lunge. Beautiful. Rise up. Crescent on the other side. Bring your hands to prayer and heart center. Stay here working on your balance, or reach your arms behind you, interlacing all 10 fingers and rolling the shoulders out. Release the bind. Inhale, arms to the sky, and then hands to prayer. Coming right back the way we came into this. Shifting our weight into that front foot, bringing our chest forward. Slowly, gently, carefully lifting off, rooting in through that right leg, And then bringing the left knee forward, all the way in to balance pose. Release down. Whew. Shake it out here. Good. We're going to do a little bit more with balance. Inhale, arms to the sky. Exhale, hands to prayer and heart center. Step your left foot back. Come into warrior one. Inhale, windmill the arms around, coming into warrior two. Our back foot is parallel to the mat. We're lunging into that right leg. Core is engaged even as we're standing. Pull back on your navel, up on the pelvic floor. Keep the core engaged. Inhale. And exhale. Flip the right palm, reverse. Beautiful stretch through the body. And then bring the arms back forward. Straighten the leg. And rotate the arms for triangle pose. Let's do this one more time. Come back, warrior two. Bend the right knee. Arms reaching in opposite directions. Gaze is over your fingertips. Flip the palm, reverse. Back through warrior two. Straighten the leg. Rotate the arms. And then rise up. Bring your hands to hips. Heel toe your back foot in. And turn to face your front leg. You're going to fold forward as if we're coming into pyramid pose. So maybe just pause there for this juicy stretch. But then we're going to reach our hands down to the mat, both hands down in front. And we're going to lift our left leg up, keeping our left hips in line. Doesn't matter if your leg is here or up here or straight up to the sky. From here, we're going to bring our left knee in towards our chest. And then extend. Left knee in towards the chest and extend. Just be careful not to lock out that grounding leg. Left knee into the chest and extend. Beautiful. Drop the left leg to meet the right. Roll all the way up. Mountain pose. Bring your hands to prayer. Step your right foot back. Warrior one. Just to get our balance and stability, and then windmill the arms open to warrior two. Beautiful. Gaze is over your front fingertips. Engage the core, engage the pelvic floor. Flip the palm, reverse. And then come back through warrior two. Straighten that front leg and rotate the arms. We're going to do this again. Inhale, rise up, bend the knee, flip the palm, reverse, and then come back through warrior two. Pause for just a minute, take a breath, straighten the leg, and rotate the arms for triangle. Use your strong core to rise up, heel toe that right foot in, turn to face the front of your mat, and slowly move through pyramid pose. Pausing just a moment here. Hips are in line. And then gently bring your hands down as you lift that back leg up. Keep the hips in line. And then you're going to bring your back knee towards your chest as you engage the core and pelvic floor. And extend. Bring it in, and extend, bring it in, and extend. Drop the right leg down. Heel toe your feet out so that they're hip distance apart. You can take ragdoll again, or take your 2 forefingers to your big toes. Wing your elbows out, slight bend in the knee, release the neck. Take this beautiful forward fold. Uttanasana. And then gently, with control, come to a seated position. Keep your knees bent. And you have two options. You can grab for the back of your thighs or reach your arms out, palms facing each other. If you're new or if you're working on strengthening your core, keep your hands and so that your arms can help you. Or reach your arms out, palms facing each other. We're going to slowly roll back. Keep the core and pelvic floor engaged. Pause here, and then rise up. So you can be here. Slowly roll back. Find that engagement, and then roll up. Keep going wherever you are. And just one more time, and then we're going to hold it here. Hold it. Hold it. Keep holding for 3, 2, 1. Slowly lower down. Don't let yourself fall. Slowly lower down, vertebrae by vertebrae. Keep the core engaged. And release. Bring your heels in. Lift your hips up to the sky. We were in core fire class last night. This might be bringing back memories. It is for me. And we're going to come into glute bridges. And so we're not going to push our hips up to the sky. We want to still be able to see the top of our thighs here. Okay? So hold here for a moment. Keep your core and pelvic floor engaged. Hold. You want to challenge, extend that right leg up to the sky. Keep holding. Keep the core engaged. And then extend the left leg up to the sky. Keep holding. And then lower it all the way down. Keeping your left knee bent, bring your right ankle on top of your left thigh. Float the left foot and thread your hands behind the left thigh. And rock here to find a stretch. And then switch sides. It's a beautiful hip opener. Great for the psoas. Great alternative to pigeon for those of us with tight hips. Release. Extend your left leg. Reach your right leg up to the sky. You can use a strap here to gently just hook it around your foot. And then keep your core engaged so you don't overstretch as you slowly lower your right leg to the right. Finding a deep stretch in the inner thigh, groin area, and up the back of the leg. And then come back to center and gently stretch to the opposite side, getting into the IT band. Bring your awareness back to your breath as you take these deep stretches. Maybe slowing your breath more and more with each inhale and exhale. Come back to center. Float your right leg down and bring your left leg up. Gently open the left leg to the left side.
You can challenge yourself with your breath to inhale for a count of 4, and then exhale for a count of 4. Inhale and exhale. Bring your foot back to center and gently take it to the other side. Being really mindful here. Coming back to your breath. Back to center. Float your left leg down, engaging the core muscles even as you float it to rest. Pull your right knee in towards your right shoulder, gently interlacing all 10 fingers. Pull the knee in and then use your left hand to guide your right knee across your body, reaching your right arm out, gaze on your right hand. You can soften your gaze, maybe lowering your eyes, maybe even closing them. Back to center. Float your right knee down and pull your left knee in. Gently guiding your left knee across the body this time. Bring it back. Pull both knees in. Pull your knees in as if you're making a ball with your body. Take a deep inhale. And then exhale. Let it go as your arms and legs come into your final Savasana. Taking up room on your mat, lower or close your eyes. Coming back to slow and steady inhales. Slow and steady exhales. Your exhales should match the inhales. Maybe even see if you can take an extra second or two on the exhale so that you're inhaling and then you're exhaling a little longer than the inhale. This type of breathing has deep positive effects on the body and the mind. When we pair that with mindful movement, as we have today, it's like a stress-relieving cocktail, and you can feel it in your body and your mind, right here at the end of practice. You can feel all of the serotonin and dopamine and all the happy hormones floating throughout your body. You can feel the change happening in your mindset. You can feel the change happening in your muscles. On your next inhale, reach your arms above you. Roll onto your side body and come into a comfortable seated position, keeping your eyes lowered or closed. On your next inhale, reach your arms up to the sky, fill up as you reach up. And then exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Take a moment to find gratitude for today, gratitude for your practice, and gratitude for yourself, for doing something beautiful for your mind and your body, for creating time to care for yourself and make your self-care a priority.
this will return tenfold to you.
Thank you so much for joining me today. I hope you have a beautiful weekend, and I hope to see you soon. Good to see you. Thank you, Nancy. Good to see you, Nancy. Josephine, I'll see you soon. All right, everyone. Have a wonderful weekend.